Hello and welcome to part 1 of my Pokemon Nuzlocke run. This is East Missile. I'm planning on doing more videos, but this is more of a test than anything else. I mean, hopefully it turns out well. I'd just like to mention that I am using a website to play this game and record my video, so this is not off of a actual Game Boy Advance. However, I do own the real cartridge. It's just easier to do this. It's like an emulator, but it's not really. So, I'm going to go tell you the website that it is, so if you'd like to play, you can do so. It's called GBA Fun. It's basically any Pokemon game that's on a Game Boy game or Game Boy Advance game. It's there. They even have fun mods. I'm pretty sure they have a randomizer mod, and stuff like that, but, you know, that's just what that is. So, feel free to check it out, and I'll get to the, actual gameplay video now. So, see you guys then. Okay, so, here we are, playing Pokemon Fire Red version. I'm just gonna look at the controls for a second. Okay, alright, these are good. Alright, so, here we go. In the world which you're about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go. Be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open up to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At first, you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Press the A button to let your adventure begin. Hello there. Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battle. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? Hello everyone, welcome to Pokemon Fire Red. This is going to be a Nuzlocke challenge. If you don't know what that is, a Nuzlocke challenge is basically Pokemon hard mode. If your Pokemon faints, it dies, or it's considered dead. You have to catch a new Pokemon every route. However, to keep things interesting, I'm not going to do repeats. And I think that's basically the only two stipulations you have to follow by. Those are the two rules I'm going to follow by. So let's start this off, shall we? I'm a boy. Let's begin with your name. What is it? I'm going to do my real name for this, instead of my YouTube channel name, just because, you know, why not? I believe in Gen 2, one of the default names is Ethan, which is actually pretty interesting. Sounds pretty cool. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were both babies. Okay, Oak obviously can't remember his own grandson's name, which shows a lot about him. So I normally name him something like insulting or whatever, because that's the joke here, but I've really got nothing, so I think I'm just going to name him Ellipses. You can insert your own thing there. Whatever you want to call him, that's good. So, you know, and that's kind of cheap, but whatever. It is going to be kind of funny, though. I remember now, his name is ... Ethan, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventure with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Alright, so there we go. We're getting shrunken down, and now we're in our room. I've played a decent amount of Pokemon games. I've played Yellow, Soul Silver, Black and White 2, and X and Y. But I figured why not play Fire Red and do stuff. So in every version of Gen 1, there's always a potion in here. This is basically common knowledge now, so you might as well go pick it up. But yeah, I know a little bit about Pokemon. I know what I'm doing in Gen 1. I think it's the easiest out of all of them. So I do know what I'm doing. I do know where I'm going. So yeah, it should be, I'm hoping I'll get kind of far, but this is probably going to stop when I die. So if you're using this as a guide, you probably shouldn't. You should probably check out Chucka Conroy, or I would even recommend Brain Scratch Comms if you want to do that, because they're pretty funny and they do show you where to go. But anyway, so the reason why I said Chucka Conroy is because he has a lot of information on like pretty much everything. I don't really do that. I just kind of intend to just bumble about my adventure, and hopefully it lasts a while. And hopefully I don't die almost immediately. So yeah, so this is Oak. He's basically told us he can't go in the grass. I could try to voice act for all of them. I don't know. I'll try it out.
Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting.
Let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you two to come. Just wait. Here, Ethan. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha! The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Alright, so this is going to be an interesting thing. Oh, he's talking. Okay, fine. Cut me off, Gary. I mean, ...
Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me?
Be patient. ... You can have one too. Okay, thank you. Add some more dots there to his name. Anyway, so this is going to be interesting, because, it is a Nuzlocke challenge, which means that if I want it to be really easy, I should choose Bulbasaur. However, I am kind of thinking, because I can get handouts. Oh, did I mention a rule that you have to get one in every area? I might have mentioned that. But anyway, you can only get that one if it faints too bad. That's basically, it. Alright, so, what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to see, so Squirtle is very interesting, but I do like Lapras. I know I can get one eventually, but that might take a while. So yeah, I don't know. Bulbasaur would also be the easiest. I definitely get furthest with him early game, just because the grass would be able to take care of Brock pretty easily, and Misty would have trouble with her water-type moves, although her Staryu does no psychic-type moves, so that would be kind of difficult. Squirtle's kind of middle ground because he's good for Brock, but then Misty's kind of like and Charizard's hard because the first couple of gyms he's really not going to be that useful. However, I don't see myself picking up a fire type anytime soon, which does give Charizard advantages, but to make this interesting, last a while, I think I'm just going to choose Squirtle. It is kind of funny because I am playing Fire Red, and normally I like to choose Charmander when I play Fire Red. I don't know, I think just because Red you want to do that. Also, you have to give your Pokemon nicknames. I forgot to mention that. So, normally I name them after people I know, but we're not going to do that here, so let's just call him, I'm bad at names. I might cut ahead until I have something. Okay, so as you saw, I named him Water Gun. Super creative.
I'll take this one then. ...
Received the Bulbasaur from Professor Oak. So, your rival will always take your type advantage, because, I guess technically, that's just like the AI.
Wait, Ethan, let's check our Pokemon. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on.
Alright, so, this is your rival battle. You're probably gonna win this one, however it is possible that you won't, but that's why I have that potion on standby, because there's no other way you're gonna get a potion here. And it would be really sad if I died here, so I'm gonna do my best. However, I'm pretty sure you're going to win this battle. I'm pretty sure it's hard to lose, especially with the backup of the potion. So Oak is gonna give you a bit of, tips on how to battle, although I'd say I know how to battle at this point, playing several Pokemon games. I forget exactly how many I said I have played, but I've played Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 4 technically, but it's a remake of Gen 2, Gen 5, and Gen 6, so I think I know what I'm doing. I don't think I need much help. Now, in terms of Tail Whip and, I think he has Leer. I'm not sure, he might have Tail Whip as well. Those basically affect the stats of them. I believe Tail Whip affects defense. However, I am going to go strictly for attack because it's going to do more damage to him, and the whole idea of this first battle is not die. So I'm going to keep using Tackle on him just to deal as much damage out as possible, and hopefully his AI will be stupid and not do that. Somehow he moved twice in a row. I don't know if that's just a stroke of luck on his part or something, but anyway, I won the battle. So there's that, and I gained 67 experience. This might make me level up. Yes, I did. Okay. So every time you level up, your Pokemon gains new stats. But at this point, if you haven't played Pokemon, like I said, you should probably go check out another one before you do this, because I'm not going to be very informative. I will basically say what I can.
What? Unbelievable! Inconceivable!
Sorry, that was a reference to Princess Bride. I like that movie, it's pretty funny.
I picked the wrong Pokemon!
Well, actually, you picked the right Pokemon. It's just, I know how to battle more because I'm a human and I'm not programmed to, do stupid moves.
Excellent.
If you win, you earn prize money. And your Pokemon... Yeah, I'm not going to read all this because I already know, basically. Basically, when you fight trainer battles, you will gain experience for your Pokemon. More experience in a wild battle, and you will gain money. Which is very useful because you need money to buy items as you do. Anyway, it's easier to get money. I think that's like the basic way you're going to get money. You know, other than grinding the Elite Four. So I believe this girl will have to talk to you no matter what. Yeah, she talks to you. So, basically she says that she copied one of the trainer sign is, which is basically, press star to open up the menu. Which I'll actually do right now, just because I want to change this to fast. So we could save here, although that won't do anything, because like I said, I'm using an emulator, I'm not using a, actual Game Boy thing. Then you have this, which you can check. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, so this is your trainer card, which will actually show you how much money you have currently. I believe it shows you how much badges you have on the bottom there. And it shows you the amount of playtime, as we've only been playing for 9 minutes. So it hasn't been that much. Up here you can see your bag, which we shouldn't have anything except for potions, which, yeah, that's all we have. And then you can see your Pokemon, which all we have is Water Gun here, who is a level 6. So, as you can see, this is the first patch of grass. We went into a Pokemon, because I don't have Pokeballs, that means I can catch a Pokemon in this area, earlier on, because I don't have the ability to catch it yet. But hopefully we don't run into anything so far, because I don't really have to deal with that. I just want to get to the next town so we can get Pokeballs as soon as possible, so we can start, actually getting onto our adventure. And I ran into a Pokemon. Now, when I did a test, I was actually talking to one of my friends who was just watching this, and I asked him if, because I don't have the ability to catch a Pokemon, if I should battle them, and he said no. So I'm going to apply the same rules here. Because I can't catch any Pokemon here, I'm therefore not going to battle, so therefore I have no way of getting experience. So if that makes any sense. You don't necessarily have to do that, that's just what I'm doing because I don't have the ability to catch one. And it's only going to happen until I get Pokeballs. Once I get Pokeballs, then that rule won't come into play ever again, because I'll always have the ability to catch them. So, yeah. Also, I don't think we'd be very happy with a level 6 or a level 2 Rattata, and they wouldn't give me that much experience anyway, so there's really no point in fighting them. So here's the Pokemon Center. If you do need to heal, which I might do, just because I might have had some damage done to me, unless it heals you automatically. I know in the original one, you don't get healed automatically. And I do know in the original Pokemon, in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, after you fight your rival for the first time, you can go talk to Oak, and he will give you Pokeballs right away. So you don't have. He'll give you 5 of them. In this version, he will give you 5, but after you've come to talk to this guy and gotten the Parasol, which I believe is a type of, it doesn't tell you in the game, but I think it's a type of special Pokeball that he ordered. So there's that. So I don't know how long I'm going to make these parts. I don't actually have a timer on me, but in editing I will cut them out, so hopefully at appropriate times I will do that. So what we have right here is, these are ledges. You can't walk back up them, however you can jump down them. And it makes it very easy to get back to Pallet Town right away, because you don't have to fight, potential to fight anything except for this last patch of grass here. There is a bit of lag going on, I'm noticing for my button presses, which shouldn't matter too much because this is a turn-based RPG, but it is a little bit wonky trying to walk and stuff, so we're gonna go talk to Oak now. Oh, Ethan, you have my old Pokemon. Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. I don't really know how, we've only had it for like 2 minutes. Excuse me. You must be... Well, there it goes again. Excuse me. You must be You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me. Ethan delivered Oak's Parasol. Ah, it's a custom Pokeball. Yeah, I was right, it was a custom Pokeball. Now we have ... coming in here. I almost forgot. No, that wasn't his voice. I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request for you two. Now, I don't understand why they didn't just make him give you the Pokédex right away this time, but I guess because this is a remake and not a remastered version of the game, they just basically made him do the same thing, which in the long run doesn't matter that much because you did have to come back to him eventually. So yeah, basically what the Pokédex does is after you catch or see a Pokemon, it will record some stuff. Now, if you don't catch it, it will only record that you've seen it. However, if you do catch it, it will give you a little bio on the Pokemon. And there you go, he gives you 5 Pokeballs right off the bat. So now we have the option to catch Pokemon. Now, I would have played Pokemon 1, but that game is kind of hard, difficult in terms of its in-game its battle system, so it actually is very difficult, especially if you have to go against psychic types and stuff like that. So that's why I'm playing Gen 3. It's using Gen 3's engine, but it's Gen 1, which I think has the sorry about that again. Anyway, so I forget what I was saying. But anyway, alright, so now we have the potential to catch our first Pokemon. Now, I don't want to... hopefully I can get through this... I was going to say hopefully I can get through it without running into the early thing, because I'm hoping I wouldn't get a Rattata, and it's a level 3. So we have to be careful about not knocking this out right away, because then I won't be able to catch a Pokemon on Route 1, which means that we basically have to catch this Rattata. So hopefully we won't kill it. Hopefully it will survive... Yeah, it should be able to survive another tackle, and then we're going to go in for the catch. Although he did get a critical hit, which is kind of frightening that it did that much damage on me. Alright, so we're going to go in for a catch now. So, hopefully this works. We only have 5 chances to do this. So, it is a level 3 Rattata, which means it shouldn't put up much of a fight, which means we should be able to catch it right away. There is... if you've ever played Pokemon, there is a thing that doesn't actually work, which is up, down, or is it just down AB, which is you repeatedly tap that. I do it subconsciously just because I feel like it helps, even though in reality it doesn't. So this is what I was saying about the bio. It gives you the height, the weight of your particular Pokemon. I think they might vary a little bit, but they're generally the same, and then it gives you a little description of it. Because this is a Nuzlocke, we have to give it a nickname, so I'll see you guys back when I have a nickname for it. Okay, so I decided to name my Pokemon Sandy because it has big teeth, and I like SpongeBob. And that's the name, and I don't know, it just reminded me of Sandy Cheeks. So that's what I named it. So we're going to go into Pokemon now. and we're gonna put it out to the front. I know it's hurt, so this may seem like a what are you doing moment, but we're gonna do a bait and switch method, which basically, since it's level 3, it can't really fight for itself that well, so we're still gonna have Water Gun do all the battling. It's just, it's a quick way to get Sandy experience. And I wish I'd ran into a Pidgey first, because sadly, Rattata's not going to get a ton of experience right off. It stops being useful fairly quickly. However, it will be nice when we can get it to learn Hyper Fang, because that is a very powerful move, especially for early game. So it's not too bad that we got one. It's just, it would be better if we had a better Pokemon, I guess is what I'm saying. I'd rather have a Pidgey, just because I feel in the long run it's more useful for what we're doing. And I do have to be careful, because I don't want this thing to kill me. However, it does seem to be doing 3 damage each time. There we go. And if it did 6 damage, well, I'd be dead. So that was kind of a risk. I shouldn't have, in the long run, looking back on it, I probably should have, I probably should have healed up or something, because I don't want to die, but I'm not doing that right away. So we're gonna go and heal up, and I'm probably gonna end this part here. See you guys later.